Hi all, welcome to the video lecture of CE 303 Structural Analysis 2. In this video we are discussing a module 2 slope deflection method. First problem. Analyze the two-span continuous beam shown in figure by slope deflection method and draw bending moment diagram and shear force diagram. Young's modulus is same throughout. So here this is the question in which ABC is the two-span continuous beam. Along the span AB there is a centrally located concentrated load is acting. The span of the length of the span AB is 4 meter and given the moment of inertia of the section is I. Then second span is BC. There is a UDL of 20 kN per meter is acting throughout the span. The length of the span is 6 meter and the moment of inertia is given as 2I. Also the Young's modulus is same throughout the span. These are the given data. Firstly write down the general slope deflection equation. Along the span AB, MAB is equal to M of AB plus 2 EI by L into 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta by L. Similarly, MBA is equal to M of BA plus 2 EI by L into theta A plus 2 theta B minus 3 delta by L. Then write down the given data. Span AB, the length of the span is given as 4 meter and W, that is there is a concentrated load of 40 kN is acting. Then I is equal to I, E is equal to E and the value of delta is equal to 0. Since there is no settlement of the support, value of delta is equal to 0. Then along the span BC, the length of the span is 6 meter. W, there is a UDL is acting. The value of UDL W is equal to 20 kN per meter and I is given as 2I, E is given as E and the value of delta here also 0 since there is no settlement of support B and C. So first step is the calculation of fixed moment. Then span AB there is a concentrated load is acting at the center of the span. When there is a concentrated load is acting at the center of the span, the fixed moment will be WL by 8. So M of AB is equal to minus WL by 8. Here the fixed moment, direction of fixed moment is anti-clockwise direction, hence this is the M of AB is equal to minus WL by 8. Then substitute the value of W and L, we get M of AB is equal to minus 20 kN meter. Similarly, M of BA is equal to plus WL by 8. Since the direction is clockwise direction, the value of moment is plus. We know that anti-clockwise moments are negative and clockwise moments are positive. Then next is span BC. In span BC, there is a UDL is acting throughout the span, hence M of BC. This is left support is B and the right support is C. So M of BC equal to minus WL square by 12. That is here also the moment is in the anti-clockwise direction, hence minus WL square by 12. W is 20 kN per meter and the value of L is 6. So minus WL square by 12 is equal to minus 60 kN meter. Similarly, M of CB is equal to plus WL square by 12. We get M of CB is equal to 60 kN meter by substituting the value of W and L. The second step is write down all the slope deflection equation. So for span AB, MAB is equal to M of AB plus 2 EI by L into 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta by L. Then substitute the value of M of AB as minus 20 and delta equal to 0. Here also there is a term theta A. Theta is the rotation or slope of the support A. Here the support A is a fixed support. For fixed support we know that the value of slope or rotation theta is equal to 0. Then substitute the value of theta A equal to 0. We get MAB is equal to minus 20 plus 0.5 EI theta B. Then next MBA. MBA is equal to M of BA plus 2 EI by L into theta A plus 2 theta B minus 3 delta by L. Again here also substitute all these values. M of BA is equal to 20, 2 into EI, L is equal to 4, I equal to I, theta A plus 2 theta B minus value of delta is equal to 0. Here also there is value of theta A. Substitute theta A is equal to 0. Then we get MBA is equal to 20 plus EI theta B. These are the two equations, slope deflection equation. Then next consider the span, second span BC. In BC, MBC is equal to the moment, final moment along the span BC is equal to M of BC plus 2 EI by L into 2 theta B plus theta C minus 3 delta by L. Then substitute M of BC equal to minus 60. Also here the value of I is given as 2I and the L is equal to 6, value of delta equal to 0. Here also the support C is also a fixed support, hence theta C is equal to 0. Then substitute the value of theta C equal to 0. We get MBC is equal to minus 60 plus 4 by 3 EA theta B. This is our third equation. Then next last member MCB. So write down the slope deflection equation of along the member CB. MCB is equal to M of CB plus 2 EI by L into theta B plus 2 theta C minus 3 delta by L. Then fixed moment along the span CB is plus 60 and substitute all the values. We get 60 plus 2 into EI 2 into E into 2I by 6 theta B plus 2 theta C minus 3 into 0 by 6. Here also the value of theta C equal to 0. Then we get MCB is equal to 60 plus 2 by 3 EA theta B. So from here we can say that there is only one unknown. EA theta B is only one unknown in these four equations. So next step we need to find this unknown value of theta B. So step 3 is the joint equilibrium equations. So we know that for a joint, when consider a joint, the summation of the moments along that joint will be is equal to 0. So here consider the joint B. Here in joint B there are two members are meeting at joint B, BA and BC. So for a joint we know that the value of moment is equal to 0. That is sigma, summation of the moments acting along a joint will be 0. Here there are two members, that is BA and BC. Therefore sigma MB is equal to 0. Sigma MB, that is the summation of the moment along the joint B is equal to 0, means there are two members MBA plus MBC. Therefore the moment along MBA plus MBC equal to 0. So substitute the value of MBA and MBC from the previous step. So we get MBA is equal to 20 plus EA theta B plus minus 60 plus 4 by 3 EA theta B is equal to 0. So from this single equation we get the value of EA theta B, because here only the unknown is EA theta B. Therefore by combining this equation we get 2.33 EA theta B is equal to 40. From that EA theta B is equal to 17.143. So we get the value of EA theta B is equal to 17.143. Then final step, calculation of the final moments. So in step 2 there is only one unknown EA theta B. So by finding the value of EA theta B, we substitute the value of EA theta B in the step 2, that is slope deflection equation. Then we get the final moments. So by substituting the value of EA theta B 17.143 in the slope deflection equation, that is in step 2, we get MAB is equal to minus 20 plus 0.5 EA theta B. Here EA theta B is only unknown. By substituting the value of EA theta B as 17.143, we get MAB is equal to minus 11.428 kilonewton meter. Similarly MBA is equal to 20 plus EA theta B. Then substitute the EA theta B. Then MBA is equal to 13.7.143 kilonewton meter. Similarly MBC equal to minus 60 plus 4 by 3 EA theta B. Then minus 60 plus 4 by 3 into 17.143. So we get MBC equal to minus 37.143 kilonewton meter. Next final number MCB. MCB is equal to 60 plus 2 by 3 EA theta B. Substitute the value of EA theta B as 17.143. We get MCB is equal to 71.429 kilonewton meter. So we get all the final moments along the members AB, BA, BC and CB. Then next step is the shear force diagram. So we need support reaction values of A, B and C. So first consider span AB. In span AB there is a central concentrated load of 40 kilonewton is acting. Then this is the joint A, RA is the reaction at the support A and RB1 is the reaction at the support B1. The joint B is a middle support and there is two members are meeting. So span AB, the support reaction is vertical reaction is taken as B1, RB1. Then there is final moment, final support moment, end moment is minus 11.424. Since the value is negative, the direction of the moment will be anti-clockwise direction. Similarly, along the member BA, the end moment, final moment will be 37.143, that is positive value, hence the direction is clockwise. So next one is the calculation of support reactions. First step, sigma vertical force is equal to 0. Summation of all the vertical forces equal to 0. First equilibrium equation. That means RA plus RB1 is equal to 40 kilonewton. RA and RB1 are reactions in the upward direction and 40 kilonewton is acting in the downward direction. That is sigma V equal to 0 means RA plus RB1 is equal to 40 kilonewton. Then second one equation is summation of the moment about any point is equal to 0. Then consider here moment along the summation of moment, taking moment about the point B1 is equal to 0. That is sigma MB1 is equal to 0. Then take moment about this point. Therefore, RA into distance is equal to 4 meter. RA into 4, which is clockwise direction. RA into 4 is clockwise direction. So RA into 4 minus 11.425. This moment is in anti-clockwise direction, hence the negative value. Then 40 kilonewton is acting at a distance of 2 meter from the B1. Therefore, 40 into 2 is the moment. This is also anti-clockwise direction, so minus 40 into 2. Then here there is one moment 37.143 in the clockwise direction. Therefore, plus 37.143 is equal to 0. These are the summation of all the moments acting at about point B1. From that we get the value of RA is equal to 13.571 kilonewton. So we get the value of RA is equal to 30.571 kilonewton. Then substitute the value of RA in this equation, we get the value of RB1. That is RB1 is equal to 40 minus 13.571 kilonewton, that is 26.429 kilonewton. Then consider the span BC. In BC, the support B have a vertical support reaction of RB2 and at support C, vertical reaction is RC. Also, there is a UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter is acting throughout the span. Then end moment along the span BC is anti-clockwise direction minus 37.143 and along the span CB there is 71.424 kilonewton meter. Clockwise moment is also acting. Then follow the similar procedure. Sigma vertical force equal to 0. First step, sigma summation of all the vertical forces equal to 0, which is equal to RC plus RB2 is equal to. These are loads acting in the upward direction. Then the load acting in downward direction is equal to a 20 kilonewton per meter is acting along the span. Therefore, total load is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter into span 6. That is 20 into 6, 120 kilonewton. Similarly, take moment about the point C is equal to 0. Sigma MC equal to 0. Sigma MC equal to 0 is equal to RB2 into 6 minus 37.143. Since it is a anti-clockwise direction, minus 37.143 minus 20 into 6 into 3. The UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter is acting. Therefore, the moment due to this UDL is 20 into 6 into 3 plus 71.424. This is clockwise moment. Therefore, plus 71.429. Therefore, from this we get the value of RBT is equal to 54.28 kilonewton. Again, by substituting the value of RB2 in this equation, we get the value of RC. Therefore, RC is equal to 65.714 kilonewton. So, we get all the values of RA, RB and RC. Then, so from the previous step, we get the values of RA as 13.57 kilonewton, RB is equal to 80.715 kilonewton, RC is equal to 65.714 kilonewton. Here the RB is equal to, RB means RB1 plus RB2. RB1 plus RB2 is equal to 80.715 kilonewton. So this is our two-span continuous beam. So draw a baseline of span ABC and mark the support ABC and mark all the dimensions. Then first consider a section here just to the left of support A. Then consider the left hand side of this section. There is no vertical. We know that the shear force is the summation of all the vertical forces either left or right of the section. So here consider the left section of this is a section 1-1. So the left hand side of the section 1-1 there is no vertical forces. Therefore the value of shear force at the support A is equal to 0. Then we know that the sign convention for shear force, that if this is a section, then if the left hand side of the section is in the upward, the force in the left hand side of the section is upward direction, or downward force is acting on the right hand side of the section, this will be positive, considered as positive. Similarly, if the left hand side of a section is, the force acting on the left hand side of the section is downward direction, or force acting on the right hand side of the section is upward direction, this will be taken as negative. These are the sign conventions followed in the shear force diagram. So next consider the section just to the right of support A. Just to the right of support A. This is section 2-2. So this is section 2-2, just to the right of support A. Then by considering the left hand side of section 2-2, there will be a reaction at the support A, RA. The value of RA is equal to 13.57 kilonewton. Here the left hand side of the section is in the force acting on the left hand side section of the section. Here the support reaction is acting in the upward direction. That is, the force acting on the left hand side of the section 2-2 is in the upward direction. That is, the shear force will be in the positive direction. This is the condition. If the force acting in the upward direction on the left hand side of the section, then it will be taken as positive. So here RA is in the upward direction, which is also in the left hand side of the section. Hence the RA is equal to plus 13.571. Shear force at the section A, right of the section, is equal to RA is equal to 13.57 kilonewton, and mark the shear force in the here at the support A. Then up to this load there is no external load is acting, there is no reaction, there is no vertical loads. Therefore up to this load, up to this section, the shear force will be same and it is straight line. Then consider next section just to the right of load. Just to the right of load, section 3-3 is considered. Therefore the summation of the vertical forces on the left hand side of this section 3-3 is RA is acting in the upward direction, also a 40 kilonewton is acting in the downward direction. If a load is acting in the upward direction, it will be positive. If a load is acting in the downward direction, what will be the sign? Negative. If a load is acting in the downward direction of the left hand side of the section, then it will be negative. So here the shear force will be, shear force at this section will be RA minus 40, RA minus 40, that is 13.571 minus 40, which is equal to minus 26.429. Since the value is negative, it is below this baseline. The value is negative, hence it is marked in the below of this baseline. Then up to the next so section 3.3, then up to the support B there is no other external loads, therefore the value is constant up to this support, and there is draw a straight line up to support B. Then at support B, just to the right of support B, there is a RB support reaction also. Here RA also will be there. Therefore this is section 4.4. By considering section 4.4, just to the right of B, sigma vertical forces, that is the shear force, is equal to RA positive, then minus 40 is acting in the downward direction, that is negative, plus RB is also in the upward direction, that is positive. So RA minus 40 plus RB. So by substituting the value of RA and RB, we get the value as 54.286. Since it is a positive value, the value is marked in the above the baseline. Then next, a load of UDL is acting, 20 kilonewton per meter UDL is acting throughout the span, then up to just to the right, left of C, up to this portion, section 5.5, there is a UDL is acting. So due to this UDL, the force will be equal to 20 into 6. So if a UDL is acting on the span, the shear force diagram will be a inclined line. Now due to concentrator load, the shear force diagram will be a straight line. Due to if a UDL is acting along the span, then the shear force diagram will be an inclined line. So here along the span BC there is a UDL is acting, therefore in the span BC the shear force diagram will be an inclined line. Therefore consider the left hand side section of this support. Consider the left hand side of this section 5.5. We get shear force is equal to RA is acting in the upward direction, minus 40 is acting in the downward direction, plus RB is acting in the upward direction. Then again a load UDL is acting in the downward direction, therefore minus UDL, total load is equal to 20 into 6. Since the UDL is acting in the downward direction, negative sign will be there. So just to the left of C, just to the left of support C, we get shear force is equal to RA minus 40 plus RB minus 20 into 6. By substituting the value of RA and RB, we get the value of minus 65.714. Therefore this is the BC single shear force diagram along the span BC is an inclined line, and here the value is minus 65.714. This is 3 meter and this is 3 meter. The value 0 in the center. Then consider the last section, that is just to the right of C, that is section 6.6. By considering this section, there will be a reaction also, RC. So total summation of the shear force will be RA minus 40 plus RB minus 20 into 6 due to this load, plus one more term RC. RC is minus 65, RC is equal to plus 65.714. Then by substituting the value of RA, RB, RC, we get the value shear force at C is equal to 0. Then join all these lines and mark all the points. So this is the shear force diagram of this problem. Okay. Then the portion above this baseline is positive and the portion below the baseline is negative. Then mark all the positive and negative signs. So this is the shear force diagram. Next we will move to bending moment diagram. So for drawing the bending moment diagram, we need to find the bending moment due to the external loads. Also the bending moment due to end moment. The moment due to end moment we get already in this final moment step 4. Then we also calculate the bending moment due to free moment diagram due to the external load acting on the span. In span AB, we know that concentrated load is acting. Therefore, due to the concentrated load, the bending moment diagram will be a triangle, and the maximum ordinate of this bending moment diagram will be under this load itself. For a span in which the concentrated load is acting, the bending moment value, maximum bending moment value will be WL by 4. Therefore, for substitute the value of W and L, we get maximum ordinate of the bending moment will be 40 kilonewton meter, which is at the under the load. Then when we consider span BC, in span BC there is a UDL is acting throughout the span. When the UDL is acting along the span, then the bending moment diagram will be a parabola with the maximum value is at the center. The maximum ordinate value will be is equal to, if a UDL is acting, WL square by 8. So substitute the value of, here in question W is equal to 20, so 20 into 6 square by 12 will be 90 kilonewton meter. Small mistake is the 90 kilonewton meter is maximum ordinate value of the bending moment diagram due to external loads. So this will be the bending moment due to the external loads. Next, draw bending moment diagram. So first draw the baseline ABC and mark all the dimensions, that is span dimensions. Then first draw the end moment, support moment at the support member, that is we get MAB is equal to minus 11.429. Then mark minus 11.429. Since it is a anti-clockwise direction, make A as fixed end, and then by considering the direction we get anti-clockwise direction, that is minus 11.429 in the marks in the upward direction. Similarly, at the joint B, the value is 37.143 kilonewton. Here BA is in clockwise direction, BA, the moment in clockwise direction. So be considering this joint B, BA member clockwise direction, therefore the moment is this baseline. Similarly, BC, when considering BC, value is minus 37.143. So this will be anti-clockwise, minus 37.143. Then at support C, the value is 71.429. They consider the joint C, it's clockwise moment, therefore it's also in the upward direction. The moment is acting in the upward direction. Then join all these moments. This is the moment diagram due to the end span moment. Then there is an additional moment due to the external loads. So the total net bending moment diagram will be the bending moment diagram due to this end moment and bending moment diagram due to external loading. So draw the bending moment diagram due to external loading. In the previous step we already calculated that for the span AB there is concentrated load is acting, hence the bending moment diagram will be a triangular load, triangular shape with a maximum ordinate of 40 kilonewton meter at the under the load. Therefore, this is the along the span AB bending moment diagram due to external load. Similarly, along the span BC there is a UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter is acting. Therefore, the bending moment diagram will be a parabola with a maximum ordinate of 90 kilonewton meter at the center. So this is the net bending moment diagram. Then mark all the sketch these portions. That is, here in this portion the value of moment will be in negative, and due to the external load the value of bending moment will be in the positive. So here in this small portions the value of bending moment will be negative, because the portion above this line will be positive moment and the portion below this line will be negative. So in this section only this negative moment will be there. In this section only will be the positive moment only positive moment will be there. But in this portion, in this blank portions, there is a positive moment, that is due to this triangular bending moment. There is a positive moment. Also due to the end span moment, there is a negative moment also. So this positive moment and negative moment will be neutralized. Therefore this portion have no bending moment. Therefore it get blanked. Therefore it leaves as blank. And here also this portion have only this negative bending moment, so mark it as negative. And here also there is only positive bending moment, that is due to the external load. Here also negative moment. Similarly in this blank portion also there will be positive moment and negative moment, thus it gets balanced. So this will be the bending moment diagram of this problem. Then mark all the positive and negative signs. Okay, thank you.